Hey, what's up guys? It's the Supreme Lego Empire here, coming at you with another amazing video. Today's video is going to be completely centered around tables, easy to make tables, and how to build them. So, let's jump right into it. Okay, so the first design here we have for the tables is a very simple design here. I mean, it's 5 pieces without all the fruit and stuff on top. So, the way I did it was I just grabbed some spigot pieces, put them on the bottom of this round 4x4. Round 4x4s I like to use for tables because they kind of just, to me, they're just the piece that kind of represents a table in Lego. All you gotta do is put something on the bottom of it. You could put anything on the bottom of it pretty much. I mean, just if you took all these off, you could just throw on a 2x2 and you've still got a table. So, but anyways, all I did was I got some of these. I stuck them on the bottom of this. Oops, put that on there in the wrong spot. I got some of these spigots. I put them on the bottom of this table. And that was just about it. Looks pretty nice, simple design. And now let's get into some more designs. Okay, so the second design we have for a table here is being modeled with 2 cups and a flower pot with some flowers in it. And this design is a little more advanced. It's a little more delicate. Everything comes apart. But the way I did it was I got a round, flat 2x2 piece, and I put some antennas on it. I kind of put them overlapping over each other, and then I put it on just another one of these 4x4 round, flat table pieces. And what I did was I made sure when I lined it up, one of these antennas went into each of these little holes on the bottom of this table. Then I set it down, and there you have it. Put the flower pot back. Almost the same way they were before. Okay, so the next design, and probably one of my favorites, is just a more simple design. I thought it looked more like something you might see in a hotel, so that explains the bellhop and the person in here. So, move them aside. Take the pineapple off. Pineapple is hiding a Technic pin, just a studded one, which is holding on this almost like a tree piece. I think it is just a tree piece. So all I did to put this together was I got this Technic pin here. Cup is rolling through here. So what I did was I just got this Technic pin, I put it in the tree piece, and I put it through this 4x4 flat table piece to hide this sort of ugly gray piece. If this table was gray, you couldn't really tell it was there, but I think the wooden look looks a little bit better, so I just put a pineapple on top. Kind of makes it look like it's from a beachy hotel kind of thing. So, on to our larger tables now. Okay, so our next design is the first larger table that I made. So what I did was I wanted a more arching look. So what I did was I just took one of these 1x4 sort of arch pieces, put it on top of, let me show you what I put it on here so you can see. I put it on just a 1x4 2-studded piece here, just a flat one. Stuck that on top. I put the same color on bottom there. And it kind of looks like it's just sort of an arching design for more of a modern looking table. And there's a guy eating hot dogs. So our next design is something you might see more in a restaurant. It's just sort of a modern looking table with sort of a simple design, but just a lot of angles. So I'll show you what I did. So move this stuff aside. And what I did was I just I used some more of those on the top here, just some of those studded 1x4 flat pieces, just so I could stick stuff on there and it won't fall off the table. But underneath, what I did was I used some of these 1x6 angled pieces. Don't know their exact name, but you see them more in like cars and stuff, and I stuck some pieces that kind of connected them on there. And what I did was, actually, I used another brick technique. I put some more of those Technic studded pins in there, and I put two 1x2s in there, 1x2 flats. I stuck a 4x6 on the top here, and I just stuck some stuff on top there, like more of a restaurant-like table, and that's about it. So let's get on to our final two tables. Our next design is more of a living room type table, sort of a wooden, sort of rustic feel that I've added to it. The people in the chairs don't really match the table, but the chairs kind of do, they're brown. But what I did was, for the top, I got some of these 1x2 jumper plate, one studded pieces, so I could hold the cups on without them falling off. And I took a 4x6 plate, sort of put some different colors of brown or brownish red on there to kind of make it look like a reclaimed type of wood table, more of a modern look. Then I used some more of these angled 1x6 pieces. That's not really a good description, but that's all I got. I stuck some 1x4 flats underneath. Almost looks like skids. I mean, you could probably fit a minifig partially under there. But for in between, since I put this flat 1x4 with no studs in to accommodate to keep this spacious modern look, I just put in some regular square 1x1s in there to kind of fill the gap. Can't really see them with my grainy camera, but they're there. So, on to our final table. So our last table here is more of something you would see somewhere more advanced. Just something a little more modern, but something sort of like you would see at maybe a wine and cheese sort of event. I got wine and cheese and bread and stuff, but maybe like a wine tasting room, something like that. But it's just, I tried to go much like many of my other tables. I went for more of a modern look, and I have it sort of set up, just sort of like, almost like a bar kind of feel, just because there's wine and there's this rail to put your feet on, like at a bar counter. So for the top of the table, anyways, let me take all this stuff off here. What I did was I have a 4x6 plate. I have another 4x6 plate. I have 1x4s. I have two of them on the ends. I have two of them, one on each side. Then underneath that, I've got a bunch of 1x2s flats all the way around. I've got a 1x2 flat with two studs sticking out for the foot rail, and then on the bottom, I decided not to do 4x6s, but I decided to do some 1x6, 1x2s combined with some 1x4s. So on the inside, you could see different pieces that I used there. So for the top, I just put some 1x6 flats with no studs and some 1x2 flats with no studs on there. And for the chairs, I decided I would just go with more of a cushiony look. Again, just for something more simple, like you might see at a wine tasting room sort of setting. So, anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. See you next time.